Hello, Al pals. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends. I, of course, am Big Al. The film tonight is 1983 adventure romance starring Tom Selleck in his first starring role in films. Uh, I did not know that until I read that earlier tonight. It's High Road to China, a little film I really love with a great score by John Barry. And I've just been wanting to watch this again for a long time now. And what better way to do it than to share it with my friends? And of course, tonight, the friends who are joining us is the lovely Nanette of Netters Network. How are you doing, my dear? I have a Diet Mountain Lion because Mountain Dew is not on sale this week. What are you drinking tonight?
I'm just drinking water. I've got a little bit of upset tummy, so I'm drinking water. And if you hear any
Mm-hmm.
crunching, that's me chewing on some crackers to try and get rid of the nausea. Not
Crunch
sure.
away.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I feel nauseous, but I figure crackers always help. So if you hear any crunching, I apologize. And so
Um,
that's how I'm feeling. That's why I'm drinking.
uh, well, I just hope you feel better. I mean, just glad you're still with us. But also joining us as well is the rugged adventurer himself, Troy Pacelli, Cartan the Klingon cleric, the man at the end of the bar. How are you doing, sir? And what are you sipping on?
I'm doing okay. Black cherry, carbonated water.
Oh,
And I'm
sounds
probably going
good.
to have a couple of those tonight. And I'm sorry, I am the reason that we are late tonight. Technical difficulties that I was unable to correct. So my apologies. I have
Go.
failed as a co-host.
Do not worry. Do not worry. Things happen. I will have to hit you with pain sticks later.
That's fair.
For
That's
your,
absolutely
for,
fair.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, Troy was having issues with Cosme. I am super uber new to Cosme. I've used it twice on the two times that they weren't here. Because I think the other time before we had YouTube, when me and Boomer were doing Robin Hood, it's
Yeah.
on YouTube. So I pinned my Cosby at the top. Hopefully, everything will work out right and everything will play as it should. We'll find out, when we try to start. But anyway, let me say hi to everyone in the chat because they've been so wonderfully patient. Let's say hi to Continuum Chronicles. CK, how are you doing, sir? Glad you're here. We got deleted scenes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll be joining deleted scenes tomorrow on his Other Side of Midnight show if
Yeah.
I'm awake. Hopefully,
Yeah.
if I hopefully I don't fall asleep. He has my phone number to wake me just in case, which he thought was funny. I sent it to him on Twitter. Um, DM, not on the official regular Twitter. That would have been insane. Netter, of course, saying hi to everybody, and
Hi all.
going down to Torque game. Welcome, sir. Connie Cleary, how are you doing, lovely lady? Thank you for joining us. Going down. There's last call with Troy Pacelli.
Mm-hmm.
Um, deserving of maybe adding something into that. It sounded like he was just having a rough night.
Yeah.
I felt for you, man. But like I said, no worries.
Okay, what I think is
eh,
funny is Delia Sin says you could be pregnant, and it's like, yeah, that would be a
I
miracle. I'm past that
I
age.
fought the urge to say that, but I have said things before that didn't go well when talking about reproductive uh, things of people on the air, and so I held my tongue at this time.
I mean, the
But
thing is, I would love to be pregnant. I really would. But I'm past that age, and Troy and I have never been blessed with having kids. So,
Yeah, and they don't do those biblical kind of miracles anymore. I think that was
yeah, I mean, I would love to be Sarah and he be Abraham. Come on, I'm a Christian. Come
well,
on, God.
I mean,
I don't want to lead a nation. No, 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 no. That's not what I want to do.
What are they called? What are they called? Houses? The 11 tribes. The
Yeah, the
the
12 tribes,
the
right?
tribe of Troy.
No, no. It's. I'm sure God has a plan. He looked at me and said, "Yeah, you should not be reproducing."
Yeah, I was never blessed myself. I but I feel like I've given to the younger when I was working
Oh yeah.
at high school and doing that. Even if you, I mean, I still chat with every now and then one of the main kid I worked with my the last year I worked. He was my focus. I was told by the teacher, it's like he doesn't plan to return if he doesn't graduate. You make sure he graduates. And I was like, yes, sir. And my last day there was when I found out he was going to walk for graduation. And I'm like, see ya. I'm off to the hospital.
Okay,
And
continue Chronicles. You said I could have yours. I don't take terrible twos.
You're right.
And the ones just getting into teenagehood are out too because they're the moodiest then.
Yeah, that's true.
After
I,
they've started the
But
13,
his two are older, so
That's true.
that we would miss all of that. So there's that element.
so it's like,
well, you can always adopt me. I mean, I wear pull-ups, so I can have him a diaper.
That
That's
is
an
true.
image. That's an image for everybody to know.
That's right.
I have no shame. But yeah, High Road to China. Have you two seen it? How about you guys in the chat? Anybody seen it before?
I
I'm
haven't seen it.
I'm with deleted scenes. I haven't seen it in years. It was
Yeah, it's
I
been a
saw it
long
when it
time.
first came out on cable, and I don't think I've seen it since.
Yeah, I saw it in the movie theater like the first weekend. I was in that Indiana Jones
Sure.
phase, and this was a film that came out, uh, like I said, 83. So Raiders was 81, and everybody thinks it was kind of a reaction thing. It had actually been in development for several years.
Hmm.
The book came out in 77, and at one point John Huston was attached to direct, and the two leads were going to be Roger Moore and Bo Derek.
Wow, really?
When I was reading up some of the trivia background on the film, I was like, wow,
Yeah.
that would have been a game changer, but it didn't. There were some delays and issues and this, and then it finally uh, got into another director's hands, um, Brian Hutton, and it got Tom Selleck, who of course was coming. I mean, he was Magnum. That was the big thing. That's what he was known for. He couldn't do Raiders because of his contract to Magnum. So this was kind of a way to get him into an adventure thing. They wanted to turn him into like the next Clark Gable. It didn't quite work out that way, but I don't think we need to feel bad for Tom Selleck. The man's had quite a career. So even if this film didn't exactly lead to greater things, but I remember seeing this film, loving it. I bought the book. I got the soundtrack eventually because it was very hard to find. It wasn't the kind of soundtrack you find at Kmart at the time. Yeah, this was more specialty, and where I lived at the time, that was it. We did not have the special record store that carried certain CDs. So I was eventually got a hold of it. I've always loved it. In fact, one thing, the music I used on the I re-recorded it because I got nervous because I recorded it with with our original piece of the score, and that's like, I think it was you, Troy. He said, one day you might get that cut, that
Yeah.
strike, and I was like, oh man, I know because I've been using the score for the last few of those. So I was like,
Yeah.
maybe I'll just do that. So I re-recorded that, and I re-recorded the Stargate intro, which is the next one we're going to be doing. So,
There you go.
yeah, and that first one, I mean, it actually worked out. The piece of music I found really fit.
Yeah.
Well, I felt it did, and I just basically just looked at the trailer and got a few little pieces and just kind of spliced it and did my thing. But yeah. So what time is it? Oh, ooh, it's already kind of late.
Yeah,
but we
that's
were a
my
little
fault
late.
again.
That's right. Let's kick Troy when he's down.
Right. Right.
But yeah, it is on my Cosby. I've done that at the top. Hold on.
Yeah, Big Al's Cosme is pinned to the top of the chat. So it's not going to be Troy's this time. So make sure that you click on that so you can watch the film if you don't already have it.
So that literally means deleted scenes. Get out of mine. And click on the new one because otherwise you're going to be looking at a blank screen.
Well, I did see his name.
Oh, okay, good.
So I think he does have it on there. I saw a little message. Now I'm going to be trying my best because I've only done this, I think, twice before. But hey, I can see the chat on it now. Cool. Anonymous Crocodile. There's deleted scenes. So I have Vulture and Tiger. So, and I know what I'm thinking. Is that Lady Mist or Connie Cleary with all the? Who's the crocodile with all the vulture?
I could be the tiger, maybe.
You just said hi. Okay, well,
No, actually, I didn't say hi. So let me say something.
Well, let's see what I am.
This is Troy. Wait, this.
I think it probably changes because
I am a unicorn.
You're a unicorn.
Okay, let's see what I am.
I want to welcome Cinders Moss for joining us.
I'm a blue blob.
You came in as Netters Network, though, so you're actually logged in. See?
Yeah, yeah, you are you.
Okay, so I'm a blue. Oh, maybe it's a sort of a square. What is that?
Yeah.
It's a part of a square.
And Hero Game, that's CK.
There you go. And
Pie Boy 11 is.
Pie Boy 11
I
is
can tell from the bird.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm gonna probably be primarily focused on the YouTube chat aspect because I can't multitask that much. I'm hoping the movie starts.
Good chat in both places.
Tried to start at 0, hoping that comes off. It hasn't restarted yet. I think if I do have an issue, you guys will know straight up. Is everybody ready to get this going and have a little fun and take that high road to China?
Yeah, right now your Cosme is just spinning.
You may have to reload it because I'm not spinning. Yeah.
Okay, let me reload me.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready or?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I heard. Yeah, I was just making sure. Okay, I'm gonna be starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Yay! It's working. I can hear it, so that's good. I did set my microphone to try to weed out background noise. I listened to the Robin Hood replay. It didn't sound. I couldn't really tell what was going on. It was like it was muffled. So I don't think I would get any strike because of it.
I hope not. But there was one. It was one of the ones that you did with us, and you were coming through really clear. I could totally hear the movie through it, and it was like.
I like that Sphinx picture. Score by John Barry. I love this score.
Yeah.
It's very peaceful and it just has that romantic feel
Do you think that the reason maybe this didn't do as well as it might have done was because they did focus more on the dramatic and romantic rather than the action?
Possibly. Plus, it didn't. It separated a little bit from the book. I understand. I have never read the book, and I really want to. I was more of a collector, like I want the book, and I have it. Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Wilford Brimley, who looks very young in this, which is kind of, well, it is 1983 when they did it. Brian Blessed,
Yep.
my actor spirit animal was Brian Blessed. Oh, he's evil. You can tell by his look. And the hat.
Right, exactly.
Oh, so is the guy outside that gave him the side eye. And he's evil.
They're all evil.
Yeah, they all look evil. This was all
My name
filmed.
is Shade.
And they're
That
in
tells me
cahoots.
that tells you something, right?
This was filmed in Yugoslavia, or what you know at the time was still called Yugoslavia. Paging Mr. Herman. Mr. Herman.
See, and the thing is, I could totally believe this as a period piece. There's nothing that jumps out at you that seems anachronistic.
Excuse me.
I do like the 20s aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see a lot of as many films in that period. You see them in the
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Papa.
Oh, cute dress.
Yep. Yeah, it's the 20s.
Bess Armstrong. I never really got super famous. Although 83 was a great year for her because she had another big film that year. Can you name it? Highly missed.
I'm
by the
gonna
way.
I'm gonna slap my head when you tell me. I'm not thinking of it right now.
Jaws 3D.
That's right. That is
I never saw
right.
it.
Yeah, there was a lot of people in Jaws 3 that you
Yeah, Dennis
might tend to
Quaid.
forget.
Leah Thompson was in it.
Oh, that's right, she was. And wasn't Louis Gossett Jr. in that? Of course, he was in everything that year.
Louis Gossett Jr., Simon McCorkindale.
Wasn't Randy Quaid in it too?
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid, sorry, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
One of my favorite pieces of trivia comes from this scene. They used local people for, the background.
Sure.
And if you were a woman in Yugoslavia in the 80s, it was not considered appropriate to shave under your arms.
Sure.
And as they were filming, they were noticing a lot of loose hair floating around.
Yeah.
So they made a deal. The ones who were closer agreed to shave their underarms, whereas the ones in the background could still have hairy underarms.
Yeah.
I just thought that was the weirdest
And
piece of
interestingly,
trivia.
back in the 20s, it was not necessarily, so specific that women shaved under their arms. They did start in the 20s, though, as they started wearing sleeveless dresses.
That's a nice necklace.
Yeah, it is.
He's only been missing 3 years. You can't really declare someone dead for 7.
Yeah, but he's got a lot of money, so there are people that are
Yeah,
influencing judges
exactly.
and stuff. You gotta love a girl who knows herself.
Yeah, that's true.
The necklace that she's wearing, Troy actually made me a necklace that's similar to that for my Victorian,
Yeah, that's true.
and earrings.
Oh, you make jewelry?
I did for her. I don't do it on
In
a regular
general.
basis. Yeah. I actually made a uniform jacket very similar to that one he was wearing.
My nurse who comes on Tuesday, she is really good about helping me like bring stuff out, and she brought out a bunch of my swords and everything. I was like,
Mhm.
oh, put me in the like, oh, if I only could make some medieval clothes that go with a. And I thought, I'm in a wheelchair. There's no way I would be like sword wielding anymore.
Right.
Put them on the wall. I did get out my Duncan MacLeod dragon head sword though.
There you go. Oh, yeah, he's big.
It's a Selleck at 6'4", and Bess Armstrong is an itty bitty thing.
Yeah.
So there was like a considerable size difference there.
Well, it's like I'm 5'4" and Troy's 5'11", so yeah.
Yeah.
Centris Moss is saying have a RPG game out in demo version if anybody would like to test it.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, if anybody wants to do it, give it a test. I'm not really a RPG gamer.
It's like, I'd like to try it.
You know, I do have to say, Tom Selleck, always a handsome man, still a handsome man.
Yes. He's definitely one who ages well.
Yeah, Blue Bloods. Yeah, he's still.
He
You
looks
already,
how I feel.
yeah.
He's looking like, what the heck is going on?
Okay.
He's like, I'm dying.
Got to admit, very, very different kind of energy with the introduction of the hero here as opposed to the introduction of Indiana Jones in Raiders.
Oh yeah.
Of course, I see him. My first thing is, happy birthday to you.
Yeah, exactly.
From Kapaloo.
Right.
That's a lot of money back then.
It's a lot of money now.
Yeah.
No, you're going to teach me. That's what you do. You know what? He's got great eyes.
Oh yeah. Did you ever watch Friends when he was on there?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You always seem too old for
And he
what's her
just
name.
throws the glass into the
Oh,
box.
for Monica? Yeah. Well, that was the point of the character, you know.
Yeah.
He was literally, old enough to be her father. Is that what, Dorothy or Lillian? He's got two planes and they're named after Lillian Gish and Dorothy Gish, the Gish sisters,
Oh,
the who are actors in the 20s.
right.
She's a little low. Come on, get it up.
That was him.
Oh,
Yeah. Jeez! He's like, it is too early in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm too hungover for this.
I know his head could not be doing well right now. I've always wanted to fly in a biplane.
it's like, seriously, why are you punishing me? Because you do not have such twists and turns.
Also, kind of reminds me of the film The Great Waldo Pepper with Robert Redford,
Oh, yeah.
another biplane film.
She keeps up, she's going to end up stalling it out. That was her.
Yeah, well, he is a great pilot. He's not not in the condition right now. She's got the perfect hair for that kind of a shot. Her hair were too long; it'd be too long.
Right.
That short little bob looked great being blown like that.
I would say, yeah.
It's like, what flying lesson? She
Yeah.
could outfly him.
Yeah.
I love the fact he knows her
Yeah.
just by her name. It's almost like the equivalent of saying, "Hi, I'm Paris Hilton."
Right. Right.
Well, he's just said, that's a society name.
Yeah. That's 25,000 pounds.
Yeah.
She's already giving him. Oh, plague.
You can buy a lot of booze with that.
I like him in the background, like, wow.
Jeez. You know, you don't want him around when you're trying to negotiate, for crying out loud. Duh. Yeah.
The Lewis guns were cheap and reliable. So, that is a
Between cheap, huh?
nice fedora that guy's got.
Oh yeah. Between cheap and reliable, I'll take reliable any day. But you
That
give
is
me
true.
both, yeah, that's a good deal. It's just a really wide brim.
They figure kill the girl, the partner gets everything.
Yep.
And they're trying to kill his solicitor before he can tell her about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I drive better than that. I don't even have a license.
Oh, he's starting to dry out.
Get off the plane.
I got a hip flask. I never use it. I don't really have much use for it.
You only drink at home. Why you need a flask?
Exactly.
Well, it was supposed to be part of his Victorian
True.
outfit.
Yeah. I was like the cane flask.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't have room for a cane flask. I got a sword in there. It's like you're worried about getting shot at in Afghanistan. We're getting shot at right here.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, there's a nice place.
The great Robert Morley.
Yeah.
Okay, don't question. This movie is called High Road to China. They're not going to China. They're going to Afghanistan.
They kind
give
of
it
go
time.
all over the place.
Give
Yeah.
it time. The last I heard was that he was in Afghanistan.
Right.
Yeah. So he's military?
Her father?
Yeah.
I don't know. What's the story behind her father?
I forget. He was just like a businessman, but he's helping out a village right now.
Gotcha.
I don't want to give spoilers.
Okay. Yeah,
Her little flirty face.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he's getting schmoozed from both sides here.
Back in the old days when the sun never set on the British Empire.
Yep.
And like, yeah, I got 12 kids because, or 12
Yeah.
kills because they were kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good line. It wasn't a battle; it was a slaughter.
Yeah.
Well, you never think of a fighter pilot having that kind of an encounter, but the biplanes, you can like talk to the enemy.
Yeah. Yeah. And they said that they did as much combat using sidearms as they did,
The mounted guns, yeah.
exactly.
Ooh.
Oh.
He does, he does that like little impish smile.
Yeah.
He's kind of got that down.
He's ready to. You know, and I like the. This is the second time we've seen him wake him up, and he does this thing where he's rubbing his neck. It's like you get the impression there's this routine that they got.
Yeah.
I actually really like those glasses, the way they're held on with a band.
She's not impressed.
No, of course she's not.
I like the difference. You see how her cap fits? Like it's perfect. His is like barely on.
Yeah.
Well, hers was bought with, rich money.
Yeah, she's more
Yeah.
concerned with appearances. I was noticing that earlier when she got out of the plane. I was just thinking her outfits are just so smart, you know?
That's $23.
Yeah.
I like
Great point, right?
I said offer.
I said offer. I didn't say pay.
Alexa, how much is 10 million rupees in USD?
10 million Indian rupees is 120,670 US dollars and 93 cents.
Okay, not bad. So it's a decent amount of change.
Yeah, foreign money never made sense to me. Like the Italian lira.
Yeah.
It's like it takes a lot of that to make a.
Well, it has to do with, what the value of that country's money is. How much
Yeah.
is their buying power as opposed to. And up until recently, the American dollar has been the standard.
Right.
We're this stuff going on in Eastern Europe is definitely raising the possibility that changes in the near future.
Yep, can't do that in Afghanistan these days.
That's right. They wouldn't have even had the chance to land these days.
Yeah. The con.
Yeah.
There now.
Con! There we go. Yeah.
Did he hiss at them?
Yep.
We're not British.
I told you to shut up.
I did. There you go. I mean, he's literally saving her life right now.
Yeah, he is. he, he got a little bit of a
It's
of
like he
pleasure from
had
that
this
one.
coming, that's for sure.
It wasn't bad.
Wow.
That's a lot of shawarma.
Yeah, right?
Now, I would love to be around that.
There's a place by us that used to have really great shawarma, and then they changed their seasoning recipe, and now it just doesn't taste right.
The woman, the woman over his shoulder looks familiar. Was she the witch in Conan?
No. No, but I see the resemblance.
Yeah. The lady said, "Woman down." Delisa say she was in Conan.
Oh, was she? So maybe she was.
Oh, yeah, she was Cassandra Gava.
Okay.
Awesome. I love his laugh.
Yeah.
You can't help but see Prince Voltan from
Right?
Flash Gordon,
Yeah.
and every time I look at him, Gordon's alive.
Now, is your father really dead? Is he, shooting them?
Yeah. We don't want to spoil.
Struts is having a good time.
Okay, I don't think he's dead because he handed the picture to her, and she knows he's not dead.
All
I
right.
actually kind
No,
of saw that coming.
Yeah.
yeah, he's not dead. No, he's not.
This psycho just shooting off guns. He's gonna kill somebody.
That's the way to have a party.
Yeah.
Shooting guns, good food, women dancing.
Say, I knew it. Well, as soon as the one guy hands the picture back, it's like, and she looked at it, it's like, yeah, he's alive.
Oh, that's a nice robe. Speak.
I swear, it's like nothing changes. The more you read history, the more you see the current day.
Oh yeah, because nobody learns from history.
Nope. And I swear, all of us that do, we try to tell people, and I feel like what's her name, Cassandra in mythology. I can
Oh
see the
yeah.
future, and you just refuse to believe me.
Well, it was a curse. Her curse,
Yeah.
right?
It's a common curse, though.
Yeah. She could see the future, but no, but she was cursed never to be believed.
Is he gonna do one of those things where he does the upside down, he falls out?
I honestly
That's what I'm
don't
thinking.
remember this movie.
He said something about what's an airplane to them? It's like sitting on a wagon.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's not
Yep.
gonna know to like strap in or whatever.
Well, I thought it was kind of funny that the pilot sat in the rear.
Yeah. I honestly never really thought about it myself. I don't know too much about how those old planes work.
Hey, he's gonna have a little fun.
Yep.
Afternoon to light.
Right.
He does not realize what he's gotten himself into.
Yep. When you see him put on the seatbelt.
Yeah, if you've ever watched the trailer, you know what happens because they show
Yep.
it in the trailer.
He's never been up in a plane.
No,
has
he
clue.
certainly has not.
Whoop!
Oh, he's so dead. How are all three of them going to fit in the other plane?
Oh, it can be done.
Heck, they used to have like wing walkers, be two on the wing.
Now, those bombs they're dropping, I think I remember reading about these. They actually kind of work like the old cap grenades, where the primer is set off by the impact.
Yeah,
Which
like
would
when we
make
were kids, when we
sense,
throw those
you
caps
know.
at the ground.
Yeah.
And of course, by the time we're later, you get the bombs that set to go off at a certain
Right.
height to max it. It's like the atomic bomb was not meant to hit the ground; it was meant to go off
Above the ground. Yeah.
above the ground for maximum destruction.
Yep. Oops.
I'm just going to run you over. Get out of my way. What was that you said about shooting with handguns?
Yep. Exactly.
And what's the cool thing? This is all practical.
Yep. Yeah, they didn't have CG back then.
Yep.
And although some of it could have been
Well,
done with rear projection, why
Or
bother?
blue, a little bit of blue, maybe some kind of some, but a lot of that's
You got enough fuel for that? Where's she trying to get tonight?
Nepal.
Nepal,
Uh,
a high road to China, basically.
Exactly.
Chugga, 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 chugga.
I like trains.
Yeah, apparently so do they.
Well, that's how you ride the train without having to pay for it.
Well, or when there's no more seats left.
Love that shot. That was such a cool shot.
Mm-hmm. Hey, let's see if we can get some more on here.
Yeah, they're going to need more fuel. If you're doing that, hope you don't typo.
Yeah. That's really, really where she's going to.
So I might bring these.
Yeah, right. Man.
Oh, that's
I'd like to have
pretty.
a
Yeah.
boss like that.
Right.
That is really pretty. And if they've been flying for a day and a half, because she said that's how long it would take to get there, they must be exhausted.
I would imagine.
Okay.
Well, they had to have landed because
Yeah. They evened out.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
That one's just staring at him.
Ooh, a nice little.
Oh, gramophone.
Yep.
Ah, wise old man.
Yeah. There's no reason for him to speak English other than to just expedite the story,
Yeah.
to eliminate the need for translation.
Yeah. Sure. Okay.
Makes perfect sense. Like, just keep going. It'll eventually happen.
Yeah.
Okay, Squirt. Figures he's a nice Irish boy.
That's a good name. Patrick O'Malley.
He's like, what did I just get myself into?
Yeah, exactly.
So CK Patrick is his middle name.
Yeah.
Awesome. She is so tiny next to him.
Right.
It was like I said, it's like me and Troy. I'm 5'4", he's 5'11".
Here's a link to Raiders.
Yep. I'm going to step away for a second. I'll be right back.
It's like whatever that magic tea is, I want some of it. Oh, she's loud. You're not going because you're sick.
Remember reading when asked what it was like to work with him. She said that he was one of the nicest men, very respectful, and it was something that she doesn't often see in other people in the business. But he was just as kind and sweet as he could be.
Nice.
It's always good to hear something like that about, you're so used to hearing the crap that some actors get up to.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few bad actors out there that, um, people have said, yeah, I've met this actor or that actor, and they were real jerks.
Whoa.
There's one plane. No one blows up my plane. Is that the Red Baron?
What?
I said, is that the Red Baron? I was looking at the
Uh,
red plane.
no, well, not the Red Baron, but
Yeah, the Red
because
Baron.
he's dead by this time. Red Baron died during the war. Got a good old fashioned dogfight.
Vroom. Gotcha. The World War I flying ace.
I know it was dangerous as hell, but man, that would be so cool. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, my plane, will ya?
That blew it up real good.
That man would have a son that would go on to terrorize Indiana Jones. And look just like him.
They can run almost as fast as the plane.
See, I think that was a little bit of like green screen.
Well, he's not wrong.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. No.
But damn, I love that jacket of hers.
Do it, do it, do it.
He's a
I
little
mean-
upset.
I think if he thought it would do any good, he probably would wring her neck.
Yeah. He's kind of like he wants to, but all he can do is yell.
That's right. It's my father.
You better not, or I'll dump you out like I did the Afghani guy.
A patch?
All those things, yeah, you just slap a patch on it. If the engine was fine, everything else you just make sure it's structurally fine.
Well, you do have a point there, yeah.
Some of those things were just basically canvas, a little bit of stiffening stuff on it.
You're not wrong there. If the engine is working, he could literally rebuild the whole body from the material around them.
Yeah. I mean, this is still the early days of aviation, and you could literally, like, if you got like a leak, chew a piece of gum and stick it in there, and it'd be fine.
Okay, I hate being cold. I'd be freezing during this bit.
Yeah, you
Because
would.
they're not wearing
Not
winter
to-
clothing.
Not to mention the oxygen levels would
Right.
be where it's one you really can't go over. You have to kind of wind your way through
Yeah.
because of that. Whee! Well, they did some beautiful photography on those of
And
the
it's
aerial.
not just their ability to breathe; it's also the engine's ability to combust.
Right.
I mean, he's got a point.
Yeah.
Right? Now the scenery is gorgeous.
Was this all filmed on location in China?
This was all Yugoslavia.
It was all Yugoslavia.
Oh, look
Wow.
at that, a castle.
They found areas that were just great analogs and just used it. That's what I heard. I think they did some filming in England, but probably like the Robert Morley stuff, I think was
Sure.
in England. In fact, I believe his stuff was filmed later as an addition because test audiences felt they needed something.
Gotcha.
And it kind of works. You know, he's a
Oh, I
grumpy
guess they
old
do
man.
have like winter coats on.
It is kind of a connective tissue, isn't it?
Like under arrest for what exactly?
No, it doesn't matter.
Trespassing.
If nothing else, for trespassing, yeah.
Oh, what a spear.
I hope she got the picture of her daddy back.
And now that you say this is Yugoslavia, I look at that castle and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I saw that in a Hammer film once.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. Oh, Jacqueline Bisset was also attached at one point.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
Well, what else they gonna do? I think it's interesting they're not tying him up or locking him up or something. Just like, wait. Is that daddy?
Yeah.
That's Daddy.
I like that. Evie, have you been checking your blood sugar?
Yeah,
Good answer,
diabetes. Diabetes. So, Dad, you look so good. Well, I've been swimming in this place with some rocks in it.
Yeah, exactly.
They call him Jim?
I don't know why they call me General, but I kind of like it.
Oh, General.
He got along good with the Ewoks.
Sorry. Evil Chinese warlord look.
Is that language necessary?
Well, it was in the script.
Yeah,
Then shame on the script writers.
exactly.
Explain why, dumbass.
He is.
No, not him, her.
Oh yeah, she is a dumbass.
Sorry for the coughing. Got that tickle in my throat after you coughed.
Yeah.
Explain why you need him.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I said it was just black cherry tonight, but I just switched to white grape.
I didn't realize there was a white grape in there, otherwise I would have drunk it. I was going to ask if you want blackberry lemonade instead, but this one's not cold.
Oh, this is fine.
So the company is nothing without the patents.
Right. Hey, PJ. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, PJ. I like that line. He has his war.
Yeah.
It's like it's like what he does.
Right.
He finds a cause and he deals with it.
You're all nuts.
They'll go with Potter if you do.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, now they're actually
Okay,
hitting things.
That's bad.
Stop shaking him.
You heard what he said?
Uh-huh.
Speak.
She just kicked his butt.
She doesn't have it.
Isn't it amazing that after a week she still has perfect makeup?
Yeah. And his 5 o'clock shadow hasn't grown past 6 o'clock.
I like that little outfit she's got.
Yeah.
Those are her gym jams. It actually sounded like a really sad song they were singing.
Kind of was, yeah.
Basically, don't take my son. He was a good-looking dude.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in this for your revolution, sweetheart.
It's still, I still look at him still to this day and wonder what would it have been like
I know. I know.
if Magnum PI had failed and he got that role
Yeah.
as Indiana Jones.
I kind of wish that Pierce Brosnan had gotten the James Bond role sooner, and we
Mhm.
bypassed Timothy Dalton.
Well, that's because he was doing Remington Steele, and they refused to let
I know.
him
Yeah.
even take a hiatus from his contract.
That's what I was talking
I
about.
like Dalton though. Dalton was all right.
Oh, I don't. And I've read interviews where people are like, "Yeah, he was always rude to the staff, like
Yeah.
the hair and makeup people and all that."
Okay, here's the plot or part of the story where the narrative shifts.
It's like, what's that crazy lady doing?
He's helping Daddy fight the war.
Yeah.
Okay, those guys reacted to the bomb before the bomb even hit. She can't hear you.
Oh boy.
Oh, too late. Use the force, Evie.
Right.
Now,
Let go. My cannon.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's not good.
now she can do skywriting.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, but they kind of got her. That's the idea, Pops. You know, CK, you're right about that. He kind of was okay in the Rocketeer. Another great movie.
I never saw it.
Are you
But he
sure?
was playing the villain in the
Pretty sure.
Rocketeer.
Yeah, it's true.
So when someone you don't like plays a villain, sometimes it enhances.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I was just kind of thinking he was also really good in was that Hot Fuzz? Is that the name of the movie?
Hot Fuzz was the Brit.
Yeah.
And you're thinking Timothy Dalton. I was
Yeah.
thinking Tom Selleck.
No, yeah, Timothy Dalton.
Yeah, I never
Uh-oh.
saw The Rocketeer.
Oh,
and
son of a gun!
she broke
But
the
look,
plane.
see where that wing ended up. Look at where it's at.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the films I've got on my schedule for December has Timothy Dalton in it, in a minor role.
Flash Gordon?
No,
Oh.
Lion in Winter.
Oh, okay.
He plays King Louis.
Oh!
Ouch.
Don't do it. They have the high ground. Thank you, CK. That's exactly how I feel, too.
The one guy gets to the top of the ladder and literally launches himself forward. It's like, that was a little dramatic. Running where?
That's kind of a cool gun to me.
Yeah.
It's a Tommy gun.
It kind of is like a Tommy gun with the biscuit on top.
Don't they call it a biscuit?
I think it's appropriately called plate.
Oh, the poor horse.
I guarantee you no horses were hurt in the filming of this movie. You know, they actually have to train horses to take a fall like that with a rider on them.
Apparently he planted bombs everywhere.
He's having a good old time.
He is. Well, come on. You know, when you get to blow shit up, of course you're going to have a good time.
He had that whole mountain wired.
And the general's like, come on, come on. And boom. I like how these guys react before anything happens. I'm going to fall back before the bomb explodes.
Sorry.
We surrender.
jump out the mountain to do it.
Oh, I just realized that yours has subtitles.
Yeah, if I had been able to get, what do you call it, working, I would have been able to put up the subtitles. Probably go to Hawaii.
Yeah, become head of security for,
Right.
Robin Masters. Well, if those guys can build a cannon, they can fix this plane.
Maybe. Actually, with her dad's forge there, they probably have the best.
Yeah, but I'm sure they could probably, well, might be able to get it flight worthy again. I don't know.
It's like, why don't you come to me? The end.
That was a good movie. That was a good movie.
I like that.
I like a movie like this, a nice little adventure, some romance, especially a romance that comes with that, knocking heads kind of thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, you think about this, you think about Leia and Han, you think about, Romancing the Stone.
But there's the loose
Yep.
ends that aren't tied up.
I think they intended that there would be more films in this series if it did well.
Oh.
Well, I know the book, and I forget how the book itself goes. I know there's differences. Like there were two pilots and stuff like that, but like all the characters are basically the same. But I do believe that they allude to the future, and the fact that they actually ended up getting married.
Ah.
Well, I have to double check. It's been a while since I've really looked at that book. But I do love that John Barry theme.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so.
The thing is, though, again, this goes back to what I was saying at the top of the show. It does have that romantic, dramatic kind of feel to it. The music kind of, underscores that, which is a huge contrast to what could very easily have been a very similar story, but if it had been done in the Lucas Spielberg style of Indiana Jones, they'd have pumped up the action. You'd have had much more rousing
Right.
music, and you could very well have had a much different reaction to this.
Oh,
There,
oh yeah.
there could have been action figures.
Yeah, I mean, like, and also, like you said, it had originally John Huston was attached to direct it,
Right.
with Roger Moore and Bo Derek or Jacqueline Bisset.
Yeah.
There's somebody else attached to it, and I can't think of who it is. It was another actor, I believe. I forgot IMDb. But I was talking about, here, like actress Bess Armstrong once said of her co-star Tom Selleck while doing publicity for the pic. Or his charm to exploit women. He genuinely seems to like women. For an actor, that's rare.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, let me take Cosby down while I'm thinking about it. But I am always fascinated. Fascinated. It's the right word, but I always enjoy finding out alternate possible leads and everything like that. Oh, also, they have a little thing about a lot of the films that came out because of the cycle of films, the Indiana Jones style. That's Raiders of the Lost Ark, Sky Pirates, Jake Speed, King Solomon's Mines, Alan Quartermain, Lost City of Gold, River of Death, High Road to China, Romancing the Stone, Jewel of the Nile, Nathan Hayes. Oh man, I remember Nathan Hayes. That was a
The
good
Stone
film.
ones are pretty good.
Yep. Motherlode, Treasure of the Four Crowns, Hunters of the Golden Cobra, Temple of Doom, and Last Crusade. And there were even more, I'm sure, back then. But Nathan Hayes, that was a fun little film. Maybe I didn't read it right. But yeah, I thought it had said another possible actor that had been attached to it. But that was High Road to China, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought.
And I hope you all made it back from China safely.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got to share this little adventure.
Now going home, we'll take the low road.
Let's take the low road. Right.
Yeah, because you get alternate attractions. The high road, they have the world's biggest rubber band mall, but you take the low road, and they have the biggest chicken.
Chicken
I always love that. Yeah, I always love that. Like National Lampoon got all those weird attractions across America. Gotta love it. But yeah, that High Road to China was good. It was really nice to see that again. It had been a while. So, but that was this week. Next week, things get a little ghosty,
spooky. Yeah,
a little spooky, a little transparent.
Are you watching Casper, the one with Christina Ricci?
Yep.
Well, I don't think there's another Casper, but just in case there's one.
There was a bunch of sequels.
Yeah, there were. Well, and there were other things too, I believe. Wasn't there something that just focused on the three ghosts?
I think you're right. There was Casper. There was Casper Spirited Beginning. There was Casper and who's the witch? Wendy.
Wendy.
And I think there was another animated feature that was
I
supposed to
never
be in that same
saw
line.
or even heard of any of those.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the original with Christina Ricci and
Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman and Devin Bonsoir, and I don't remember who the heck else.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I really like Bill Pullman, so pretty much anything that he's been in, I've liked.
But CK, I'm not sure how to word this, but thinking of this, Romancing the Stone, etc., makes you see Indy as king of the genre.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, can't,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you can't argue that. But there are a lot of fun films, I believe, that are in that genre. Like I said, I did a rewatch with soundtracks with Birdman of the Alan Quartermain one,
Mm-hmm.
and he likes the soundtrack, but the film just wasn't his
Yeah.
kind of thing. But I always liked those films, and like I said, Nate Hayes was another. I think that has Tommy Lee Jones in it. If I'm thinking of the right film, but yeah, there's a lot out there to find. In the early '80s, definitely was prime time for that because of Indy. He is the undisputed king of the modern adventure film, and uh, although Tom Cruise is trying to give him a good run for his money, but
Yeah.
you just can't beat those early '80s adventures with Harrison Ford.
Absolutely true. Absolutely. Okay, Al, we just lost you.
Oh,
You're in a tunnel. Okay, there you are.
hello. Okay. Is there anything before 8 o'clock tomorrow and deleted scenes unscripted?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, well, 8 o'clock tomorrow, deleted scenes will have his unscripted show. Not quite sure what the uh, subject is, but he
Yeah,
always
Stephen,
puts
if
a
you're
nice
still
little
here, let us know what's the topic, and if you have a link, go ahead and drop
yeah,
it.
always puts a nice little twist in his title there. So that's at 8, which of course he is the official lead-in to Geeky Geezers.
Geezers over on Aged Boomers channel.
Yep.
We will be talking about Quake. We will be talking about some other game news. We will be talking a little bit more about the topic we were talking about last night on my channel, the Hollywood strike, and probably some Disney news, and yeah, that's what we'll be talking about tomorrow night.
Mr. Torkagay saying a pervert romances a stone. But
You
well,
know,
that or an apple pie, depending.
I mean, sometimes you just got to get your rocks off.
Yep, that is true.
See what I did there? Okay.
And then after midnight tomorrow with midnight. What's it called?
The other side of midnight.
Other side of midnight. I couldn't get midnight after dark out of
I
my
keep
head.
wanting to say
All
Dark
right.
Side of the Moon, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, or dark side of
Dark
midnight.
side.
Yeah. The other side of midnight, deleted scenes, has a very special guest. If that special guest doesn't fall asleep, but that special guest has given him his phone number, so he can ring him up if he does fall asleep.
Right. That's
I
right.
am scheduled to be on with deleted scenes on midnight. The other side of midnight.
Right.
So if I could get the title right, he doesn't cut me off before then.
Yeah.
But then, of course, the week. I'm not sure what the week may hold. Monday, don't know. Anything Tuesday or Wednesday?
No, not that I'm aware of. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, this is just funny because it used to be that everything was covered except for Thursdays. Now
Yeah.
I got something on Thursdays.
Now
Everything's
nothing,
happening on
yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday have now kind of opened up.
Yeah, I
So-
think it's Wolfie kind of does the after midnight thing now, and I don't know if Matchbox is even.
Oh,
I haven't seen anything from him lately.
I haven't either. Yeah, and he hasn't. Let Boomer and I know that he had something planned. So yeah,
Yeah.
we We would let you know if we knew anything, though.
So if any of y'all want to do something Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday,
Let
let
us
us all
know, and
know
we'd
so
be
that
happy
we
to
can
promote it.
promote it. Yeah.
Thursday, of course, Thursday night with Thursday Night Things. Netter's Network. Netter will have who as a guest this
I
week?
am going to have Samael the Infamous.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
awesome,
Who is
awesome.
right now streaming with Lioness Exiled on her channel. So
All I could say is I hope he lives up to your last guest.
yeah, well that's a hard call, but yeah, it'll be a good show if he can. That's true.
On Friday at 7:30. Hopefully, if my book comes, it still hasn't come. That's the reason we had to push it off for another week. I'll be joining Professor Geek. We're going to be doing a book study of Dawn of the Jedi. To my knowledge, the earliest in the chronology of any of the EU books. So we've learned how the Jedi kind of came to be, or the Jedi as they're known
Yes.
originally in this book. So we're going to be doing a dive into that if all goes well. Then later that night, we have Last Call with Troy Pacelli,
Yep.
where he will be doing what?
My special guest will be Tony of Analog Toys. It'll be a transatlantic. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, it would be more trans-Pacific, wouldn't it? Because Australia. So trans-Pacific.
Oh, well, depends which way you go.
Yeah, it depends. It's kind of like the exact opposite. Transoceanic toy stream. We'll be talking toys. We'll probably be talking a little bit about a military history too, because I know that's a bit of Tony's thing too, and I think it's just going to be a great time. I'm really looking forward to it.
Awesome.
And then we got
Then
another.
on Saturday, usually around the noon time, keep an eye out for the Fan Man Second Cup Cafe. He's been putting out a regular show. In fact, he had like a 3-hour show today. It went on for a long time, but it was really good. So keep an eye out for that around the noon time hour ish. Eastern Standard Time, and that will lead us into the ghostly hour of 10 p.m., where we shall have the visit of a friendly ghost named Casper and a lovely young actress named Christina Ricci, who has stolen all our hearts all these years still. But that'll be a lot of fun. And the next film on my channel, 2 weeks, is going to be the original Stargate, starring Kurt Russell and James Spader.
Yep.
And if anybody is wondering, it is the one that is, how long is this film? How long is the one I got? 2 hours and 9 minutes. So that's the one I got.
There we go.
I'm not sure if it's the special edition or if it's the original theatrical, but it's 2 hours and 9. We'll figure it out. So I hope everyone had a fun time tonight. I know I sure did. It's always great having you guys. Of course, I put out another 10-word review tonight of Heart of Stone with Gal Gadot. I've got a few others for the last couple of days. Hoping my Last Voyage of the Demeter downloaded well. So hopefully, if not tomorrow, probably be Monday before I get that out, because I've got a big update for iconic Universal Monsters to do. But thanks everyone for joining us on call. My Owl Pals, you all are very special to me. Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Nanette. And of course, though, before we go, Nanette.
Well, y'all know what I always say. We can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well, good, and fun. But it is so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat. And you're dropping comments, questions, trivia, acting goofy, whatever it may be. Even if you just stop and say hi, and, that's all you're doing, you give us a thumbs up. It's just really great for you guys when you guys are here. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. It feels like we're hanging out in the same room, enjoying each other's company, and just having a great time. you're not just our friends. You are our family.
Yep.
We love you guys and we appreciate you so very much. Because you could be anywhere right now, and you chose to be here with us. And that is so encouraging. So thank you for being here. And we will definitely see you next time.
And you know who one of those people are that are here? Deleted Scenes, who seems to have got lost for a while, is back. Yes, we do see you. And he says he may be going live in a bit. So
Okay.
yeah, keep an eye out for your alert and see if when he starts streaming. And Deleted Scenes, hopefully I will see you tomorrow night on the other side of midnight. And I'll try to be as wide awake as possible. So take care, everyone. Thank you for joining us on the high road to China. And the next time we go through Stargate on this channel, but before them, we'll visit with a friendly ghost. Take care, everyone. God bless, and have a lovely Sunday and a beautiful week ahead.
Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.